Yeah,
We recorded.
we're recording, mate. Yeah.
Not often lost for words.
No, I know. I think we have to explain kind of what just happened. So you texted me earlier today saying you wanted to do a podcast because you'd bumped into someone.
Yeah. A friend of mine from the past who was doing well.
And you thought generally they're in a much better place.
Yeah. Well, technically he is.
Yeah.
But he's still got a long way to go. Which was clear. He's given up the drugs and he looks a lot better physically.
Yeah.
But he just opened up to us.
So
really.
so we essentially, due to the what Sam felt was like a massive improvement, that was why we wanted to do a podcast today to sort of hear his story, how he's got himself to where he is at the moment, but almost immediately we both kind of realised that wasn't actually the case, and that they're very much at the beginning of their journey.
Yeah, they've sorted out the drugs and stuff, but we could smell booze.
Smell of booze straight away, and there was just this conflicting comments. Literally, the whole interview was conflicting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. I love the bloke. I've got a soft spot for him. I want all the best for him, but we just both agreed. I don't think it's right to put that out just yet. But we're going to keep hold of that interview.
No, so we've kind of set a bit of a premise, haven't we? And we've given some guidance.
Yeah. And he's coming to meetings with me.
And we're at a starting point, aren't we?
Yeah, he's going to take on my 30-day cold shower challenge, breathing test.
So the plan is that we have recorded what we did today, but the plan would be in, say, 3-4 months' time.
Yeah.
Providing everything goes to plan.
Yeah.
And that the person makes
We're going to give him the support he needs in that time.
Yes.
We're going to keep that episode because we both said it would be a good episode to put out.
Yeah.
But it's not fair on him or his family.
No.
So what we're going to do is we've offered him the help. He seems keen to take it. He's going to come to meetings with me and stuff.
Yeah.
What would be good is to get him back when he's in a much better place, and with his permission, once he's listened back to that, put both of them out at the same time, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't want to put it out right now because I think it's not fair on him. He's lost at the minute.
And it was that was tough. I even said to you myself that I felt like I was going into work mode because as soon as they plonked themselves down, I knew exactly what was going on, and the ramblings that were sort of coming out were very much stereotypical almost of someone who's struggling at the moment, and he needs the help, but you said it yourself, you get that kind of feeling of victim mentality when in actual fact he's actually got some glimmers of hope, even though he's got a lot coming ahead of him. It's all looking positive.
It was very powerful in a way because he was saying all the right things in his head at first, and then we sort of called him out on it really, and then he just off record broke down and opened up to us, didn't he? And it was everything he was saying, it was the opposite, and which I believe everything happens for a reason. He's agreed to come to meetings and that, so that could have been the reason why he was here, and hopefully we can give him the support and help. I'm going to be ringing him every day for the next 30 days while he takes on this challenge. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he comes to the meeting with me Wednesday, which he's agreed to, but we'll just have to see.
I know how you are and how you are with people, and you credit to yourself. He definitely needs that help.
Yeah.
For the time being.
And I'm willing to give it to him. It's just people have got to want it themselves. And
they do, and that's it. And we stressed it to him ourselves. That's the taking ownership of where he's at.
Yeah.
Not being afraid to be vulnerable. and being fine, but the fact that he does need help,
Yeah.
and that it's okay to feel the way he's feeling,
Yeah.
but he needs to own it,
Yeah.
rather than just blaming everything else that's happened to him.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to be honest, especially you got to become honest with everyone else, but more importantly yourself. Otherwise, you're never gonna get better. I could easily blame the way why I drunk and took drugs on 100 million different things, but it wasn't to the point where I thought, hang on a minute, I'm just using all them as an excuse that I actually started getting better.
Yeah.
Shit happens to everyone, but when you're drinking and taking drugs, you're looking for something, and you think, oh, I'm drinking because this happened, I'm drinking because that. No, you're drinking because you're fucking stuck in a rut, and you're using these things as an excuse to just go around in a vicious circle. And all you're doing by drinking and taking drugs is masking over these problems. You're not tackling them head on, so you're just delaying your agony. It's not until the point where you put the drink down, put the drugs down, and tackle these problems, you start eliminating one by one, and then you get your life back on track, you know. And he's got a long way to go.
He does,
but hopefully
he really does.
He can do that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's very much.
I feel quite sad.
Yeah,
that's what I feel right now. I feel like sad and lucky in a way. Like I see so many people struggling, and it almost makes me feel guilty sometimes. But look, I got out of this. There's no saying where I'm going to be in the future. I have to take every day at a time, and why I'm lucky enough and blessed enough to get out of that situation. I feel the need to help as many people as I can. Don't get me wrong, some days that can be really fucking draining, especially when you're up and down the A14 with someone who's making progress for weeks, and then they go off the radar, and then someone else comes into your life and you help them, and some days it really does get to me, but then other days I have to realise that the purpose and helping people is one of the things that keeps me better as well. Do you know what I mean? So this recovery journey is 15 months old to me, and it has its ups and its downs, and it's just mental. And there is bad days and good days, the same with anything. And in all honesty, I feel a little bit deflated after that. But tomorrow, and then once I'm off the phone to him, if he starts putting the steps in, I'll feel uplifted again. It's just how this game works. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Sad is what I feel a little bit now, but positive. I'll be thinking tomorrow.
Start a new journey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do get a lot of new journeys in this fucking recovery thing, though. But on a positive note, there's like the stuff we're doing is helping people further afield. I was on the phone today for 45 minutes that someone got in contact, some woman, because her husband was struggling up north where you've just been. It's Sunderland, but that's the same place, isn't it?
It's not far off, mate.
Yeah, so I was on the phone to them, so that's good that you can help people further afield in this day and age with technology and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Quite nice just to have. I think that makes things comfortable for some people as well, where they can just chat to someone who's in a different town. Whoa, what a long emotional day, draining. I said to you before, I've been a bit grumpy tonight anyway.
Yeah, you were grumpy when I showed up.
Yeah,
I
I'm just really tired, mate.
As when you rang me earlier, I was like buzzing because I've just been up to Norwich for a few hours doing a bit of Christmas shopping, and I was in a great mood, and I was really looking forward to coming and do a podcast. But you were a bit like, yeah, no, I could do podcasts. The fuck, man.
I'm shattered, mate. I am, and that's it. It is. These getting up early. 16 days in, halfway through December.
Blocks of ice for feet when you're coming out,
mate. That is a cold to another level. It's ridiculous, but
I'm going to be down there tomorrow morning.
The colder the water, the more the benefit, and I have been reaping the benefits. But today, I just hit a bit of a late nights and early starts.
Yeah.
But it's good. I enjoyed the challenge and that. I literally do not know how I've done a year though. I was thinking that like from day 10 here, I thought, how the fuck did I do this every day? But I did.
Resilience, mate.
Yeah, it
told
was.
you that,
Yeah.
didn't I? At the time, just before you got to the finish line, I said that's all resilience.
Yeah, it's like when you set a challenge. Like if I set a year this time, my mentality would probably be different now because I know it's only like 15 days. I'm a bit like, well, I remember the last 15 days I told you before of the year-long challenge. They were the most difficult because I set the challenge, get to March, and when I got to March, I had 15 days left, and it was
horrible.
Yeah, but I just feel knackered, like an old man.
Yeah, you look at. Yeah. No, did you know what speaking of looking like an old man, I looked at an old photo of that was literally must have been only a month or two before I joined my new job. I had to get like a passport photo done, a couple done just for a few bits for like work and whatnot. But I looked at the other day and I thought, oh fucking hell, I look young. I look way younger than I do now. And it's only like 5 years ago. I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
but old pictures like that do.
It definitely took me back. I thought, fucking hell, wow, I'm very different now to what I was back then. Yeah, like development wise and as a person, I've come a hell of a long way. Just the last.
Are you better looking now? Are you like a fine wine?
Yeah.
It must be the cheap stuff.
No, generally, I think. Yeah, fucking hell, I've definitely come a long way, and I'd say even like just the last like 2 years, fucking no end of like, and I'm sorry, continue. Do you want to tell the listeners what that just was?
Coca-Cola, but there are other drinks available.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. I like that. We've got goals.
Sky's the limit, mate. Yeah. But yeah, so. I've definitely come a long way, but even now I find myself, I'm still learning, I'm still developing, and I still find myself having to fucking, check myself. But I'm at a point where I'm able to do that because my mentality is a lot better, and I'm able to sort of see my flaws and see problems, and when people do pull me up on stuff. Yeah. I can take it on the chin and go okay, yeah, this is what I need to do, and just breathe and get through it, rather than putting up walls and barriers, because I think it's quite weak, to be fair, and I see it all the time.
Your ego will get you a certain place, but it can take you to a different place as well, can't it? And I need people to tell me, look, you. I think we touched on this in the last podcast.
Yeah, we did. We spoke about it with Mick, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's so true. You got to have people check in, go away, sort it out every now and then.
Yeah,
it's so important, and I'm glad I've got people around me that do that. There'd have been a time when I just got really angry and been really immature about the situation, but now I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. I can see where I've gone wrong there and get it right. It's so important to do that. I've got a boxing fight coming up.
Yeah, do you know what? I was having a little think there, and I just thought, you lost weight.
I have, yeah.
I thought so.
Thanks, Jack. Just opened the Coke though. This is a little treat for a Friday night.
Not sponsored by him, but
no.
You're boxing, aren't you? June 17th, 2023.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Do you like how I knew that off by heart? Why do you think I know off by heart?
I read it on my head so you could say it out.
No.
I'm joking. Why did you know that?
Because you put a post up the other day.
I thought you were going to say you're my opponent. I thought, fuck.
You put a post up the other day.
Yeah.
And I marked it on my calendar.
Oh, you're a good egg. We need to do some sparring. I need help.
Well, I know you need help, Sam.
Yeah, but no.
Specifically with boxing.
Yeah.
Yes, no, absolutely, mate. I mean, I'm, as I say, I'm still not particularly in my best fucking fitness or routine at the moment. I'm still struggling to get my my fucking gym going.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I've struggled a little bit because obviously I did London, And then since then, I've just been stop starting, trying to get back into a fucking rhythm with it. But I just
You know what's happened?
What?
You've passed me your mojo. I've been going to the gym,
and
you haven't.
I mean, I know we hug quite a bit, so, but that's not how it transfers from.
My God, I got your powers.
Fuck off. I've still got it. I still got it. No, so yeah, no, I'm at the moment I'm just lacking a little bit of get up and go, but I think that's the time of year. It's the weather.
The tables have turned. I climbed 3 mountains halfway through a marathon the other day, and then cycled home from Wales. My name's Jack. I was perked up.
Terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the sugar from that.
That's not that fast acting. Well, maybe it is. Okay. But yeah, no, I think come the new year. Well, I'm starting. To be fair, I got a good workout in today. Yesterday I started, so I think I'm in a better place with it.
Well, perhaps this is what you need as well, helping me out. We can be like the Rocky film. You can be that old guy.
What, Mick?
Yeah, and I'm Rocky.
I always thought more I could be like Apollo Creed because I could still be in really good shape.
Sorry, Mick. What? I've got to punch meat. Run upstairs. Dun, 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 dun. Is that the right one?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, you nailed that.
Yeah.
Take 4.
I literally got a stitch. Just
Yeah, no, you looked a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, all I did was throw my hands in the air.
Yeah, but yes, no, I'm more than happy to help you, mate. I think that's going to be a marvellous challenge for 2023 for yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah,
you've done it, haven't you?
What?
You've boxed.
You know, spent most of me, from 10 to 12, and then come back into it when I was sort of 15, 16, then come back in it again when I was like 19 through to like 22, and then I've just dipped in and out of it. You know, I mean, that's a family thing with me. Both my uncles were really good. My brother was a pro. So yeah, no, that's just But that was probably looking back, if I was to say that there was a sport that was my sport, it was boxing. That was always boxing. I played a lot of rugby. Dabbled in other bits and pieces, but boxing was my sport, really.
Manly man.
No, I'm not though, am I? Because I fucking prance around on stage as well.
Yeah, well, you're the full ticket.
The full ticket.
I remember episode. Is it like?
Yeah, you're gonna get punched in the face, Sam.
Yeah, I know that, but do you know what? That's not the thing that bothers me. It'd be the thing like this is how my mind works. I'm not fussed about the fight and everything. It's if I fucking fall over on the way to the ring, or can't get through the ropes properly or something. That's how my mind works.
Yeah, we can walk.
You just lift me over.
No. What we'll do, in fact, we could do like so you know the UFC.
Yeah.
So the original UFCs were founded around the Gracie family. Hoist Gracie was the original UFC champion.
Right.
But how the Gracie family used to come to the ring was like you'd have the head of the family at the front, and then they'd all be like on each other's shoulders, like walking in together. So I'd guide you. We could do that essentially. I'll walk, and then you
literally have to drag me to the ring.
You've got your hands on my shoulders like that, and I'll just guide you towards the ring. That way, people will just look at me, and you'll just have your head down, focused in the game, and then you ain't got to worry about falling off or like getting in the ring wrong, because I'll guide you.
Then can you punch the bloke?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
No, not going to happen.
Nah, I'll kick his ass. I don't even know who it is.
It's Fabio Wardley, isn't it? You challenged him. You called him out and called him a bitch.
No, I did not. Called him a dosser.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, no, you've done it publicly, Sam. So, he's got word of it. He's not particularly happy.
Well.
So he's going to turn Mr. Dip Guy.
He'll do nothing.
Into Mr. Dead Guy.
If I win this fight, I'll probably get carried away and start calling people out.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway.
I've got to take it seriously though. I've got to get into shape. Because it's no joke. Sparring, it fucks you out. It's knackering. Yeah.
So for me, when it comes to boxing, the first thing you want to learn is what the hell you're doing with your feet.
Yeah, that's what she said.
then you got to learn how to actually throw a punch.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you got to learn to defend yourself.
Yeah. It is a lot to remember all at once, isn't it? But she did say that we done nothing but footwork on the first.
Good. That's proper trainer, mate.
Yeah. And then it was working on the jabs and stuff, and then fitness as well.
Once you start to get a hang of the grasp of the basics, you've then got to learn how to take a punch.
Yeah. To be honest,
and keep your head on your shoulders.
To be honest, I have got a really hard head. Like, that's nothing to brag about, but I've been punched in the face a lot.
I've sparred a lot of guys who were quite happy to take a punch, and unfortunately it didn't particularly go well for them.
Yeah.
It's not a great approach. I'm quite happy to get in the ring with someone who will just walk through my punches, because I know I'm always going to find the target.
I have a scar here, 16 stitches in my head. When my daughter, my eldest, my ex was pregnant with my daughter, my eldest, my firstborn. There was David Hay fight on the boxing, and I got all my cousins round. I sent my ex round my sisters to get their nails done.
Which fight was that? Was it only Box of Giant or something?
No, it was one after that. I can't remember. Audley Harrison.
When he fought Audley.
Yeah, only lasted like a round.
Yeah.
And I made a chili con carne. All my cousins had come round mine. I was having my last blowout, which turned into a really long blowout because I've become. We know the story. The round only lasted like one round or something. So we go to the Ordnance, an old pub it's now the hotel down in Felixstowe. I used to work in there, and a couple of weeks before there was some contractors, and they staying in the hotel, and the woman asked me, I didn't work there at this point, but she asked me to jump behind the bar because it was very busy. This bloke's been a twat. He was bullying an older couple and mugging the bloke off. I refused to serve him, didn't know he was staying there. He threw a magnecidal bottle at me. I ducked it, hit all the optics, so I jumped over the bar and thrown him out. And the week after, I forgot all about it. That fight finished, we went down there. As I walked in, I'm talking to my cousin at the bar. Next thing I know, everything went slow motion. He'd fucking picked the magnecidal bottle up, smashed it over my head. Everything went slow motion, and then back in the room, and it was just madness around me. Like, my cousin, we call him BFG, he's got his hands are twice, like one hand the size of mine, but these people that weren't involved, there was like a bikers reunion in there, and they're having curry and that. They were coming towards us, and he was like thinking they were attacking, so he was hitting everybody. It all went mad. But the point of the story was, that bottle didn't even put me on my ass, so I've got a hard head. That was a long story.
That was a long story. Yeah. We got there though.
Yeah, but I have got a hard head, so getting punched. I'm just not very good at doing the punching.
Okay, but I mean that's decent. But just be careful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've told you, whenever you start to get a little bit more comfortable with your footwork and your defence and throwing your punches, and they start talking about getting you in the ring, doing some sparring, get me down there. More than happy jumping with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like, you know, it's something I've always wanted to do, just to experience. Now I'm actually doing it. I've got me doubts. Like, I feel, because I'll be 100% honest with you. I feel a bit guilty for taking it on, because I don't want to worry family and friends.
I'm not be worried.
Not you.
I ain't going to be worried at all though. You're going to be fine.
No, yeah, I know. Mixed emotions. I think it's just nerves and everything. But
you've been through far worse,
yeah.
Right? Getting in the ring and having a boxing fight, is a big deal, but it's not going to be a big deal.
No, I'm just going to enjoy it, and it's another thing to tick off. And like we've discussed before, both of us are characters where we need goals and need something to. And I've noticed now.
Also,
it won't stop me going. Before, if I've got nothing planned, right, I'll sit here and think I'm not going to go to the gym tonight, and I'm not disciplined enough. If I've got something like that, like yesterday, I thought I can't be asked to go to the gym, but I need to, because I've got a fight coming up. Do you know what I mean? So I need something like that to aim towards, which keeps me disciplined. Same with the dips. I've done that year-long challenge, and then I was having cold showers and everything, but wasn't being disciplined going to the beach every day. And I thought, raise a bit more awareness. I've got that platform and use it in my own advantage. Set up a Dare to December where you have to go every day, and I've been going every day because I've set that as a challenge, and I don't like to break deals with myself. I need to always be setting myself challenges and targets, otherwise I struggle with commitment, like with things like you are right now. But you don't normally, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I'm fully aware of it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm lying to myself
No,
or
exactly,
lying to anyone
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I am struggling a little bit with getting my routine going.
You had that a while back though, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then like
and it was like when they told me I had my fucking marathon place, and then I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah, we fucking go.
Exactly, you're the same mindset as me. You need something to focus on.
It's the same when.
That's why you book all these different mountains and stuff, because you need little targets and stuff, and I think that's good. That's a good thing. So you're only going to grow from setting yourself challenges and goals. And I love setting myself something like this and ticking the fucker off at the end of it. You know what I mean? What I was saying to matey before, you've got to get yourself in the mentality of setting yourself targets and crossing them off, because it's a sense of achievement every time you do it.
Manageable, achievable goals.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
If you lose, though,
I won't.
If you lose,
I'm not going to lose, Jack.
If you lose,
I'm not going to lose.
I will never, ever let you live it down.
Oh, mate, I wouldn't let myself live it down. There's no way I'm going to lose. Just like there was no way I wasn't going to get up that mountain. People had their fucking doubts.
Doubted you. Doubted you.
I don't go into things to lose. Like, just, if I'm going to commit to something, I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to win.
Okay. Do you want me to injure the bloke before we get to the ring?
Nah.
Are you sure?
I'll fucking do that in the ring.
Jesus Christ. His name's Fabio Wardley, alright? It's going to be tough, mate.
Fabio Wadley by the time
Oh, shit.
I'm joking. I hope he never listens to these.
Fuck it, I'm going to send him to him, mate. Direct message. I will.
Can I just add that what a hero I think he is?
Oh, he's amazing.
He's my inspiration. He's the reason I took on this fight.
I love him. Anywho, I remember a long time ago I mentioned about getting my mate Ashley Fitz on there, my best buddy.
Yes.
And obviously we kind of put it to the side. I mean, I told you I don't want to put it on the podcast why I put it to the side, but I did tell you why I didn't want him to come on just yet. But he seems. I think I'm almost at a point where I think that'd be good for him to come on.
Has he agreed to it?
He will do it.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell him he's going to fucking do it, and I'll get him in the right headspace to be able to do it.
Well, I'd love him on the show just generally to catch up with him, because I think he's a diamond.
He is. I mean, he's my best mate for a number of reasons, but he's got an unbelievable story of madness that he's been through in his life, and he's got a great story to tell. He still battles with things today, but Can
we talk briefly about?
So Ash, I work with Ashley. He's at the same place of work that I'm in now, and he did 2 tours of Afghanistan, and essentially he came out of the army with a lot of issues through PTSD, through the things that he witnessed there. He was an infantryman. And he dealt with some horrific situations and has damaged him. Yeah, no doubt about it. However, he is one of the most loving fathers I've ever witnessed. Yeah. And once people get to know him, you realise he has got the biggest heart. And
great bloke
and lovely.
I've met him. He's done the dip.
Yep.
And I've always been a good judge of character, and when you meet some individuals, most individuals give off an aura, but some people, kind people, give off a certain one, and he's one of them that you just feel really comfortable. He's the sort of bloke you meet him the first time, and when we were talking in the water, it's like I've known him my whole life. Yep. You know what I mean? He's that type of bloke.
It's the exact same thing when I first started at my job. He'd been in, I think, about 8 months prior to me, but within the first day we just totally clicked and get off, and that's because yes, he has quite a kind of intensity about him at first, and you think, fuck, fuck me, like, what the hell is on about this bloke?
Yeah, it was probably the army though.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, and he'll talk about that as well. But once you get past that that kind of initial phase, you realise just how lovely a bloke and how awesome he is as an individual.
Yeah, love that.
Don't get me wrong, I give him a hard time, but that's
It's just standard Jack.
Yeah, he's
Jack,
people,
the bell end.
people that I love the most and people that I care about the most, I want them to be the best version of themselves. So I'm constantly pushing them, constantly giving them a hard time.
You don't give me a I
give you a very hard time.
I'm joking.
All the time.
I know.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
All the time.
You must want me to do really well.
You piece of shit. But yes, so
no.
so I'm going to be building up to get Ashley on because he's super duper. I have got a couple of other people in mind to get on as well, but that's difficult because like with me, I've got some really good friends who I think would be great on here, but it's like whether they're willing to talk openly about their problems.
I've got loads of guests lined up as well. It's difficult because some guests as well have been they keep like messaging and that, but it's and then they go. Some people go, "Oh, I thought you were getting me on, but you've got a couple of other people on." But it's just fitting.
Yes,
me and you in the room at the same time, and then if but we've got guests lined up, and anyone that I've spoken to and said get on, we will get them on at some point. It just depends when because of our schedules and stuff.
Yeah. Other than that, mate. All tickly, innit?
All tickly boo. You come for a tip tomorrow?
Yeah, I will be, yeah.
7:30. Well, you said that the other day.
Is it 7:30?
Saturday tomorrow.
Oh, fucking hell, isn't it?
You said you were going to come for a dip the other day, but you didn't show up.
Oh, mate, that's because I just bloody flew in. I didn't actually get my head on the pillow till 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that happened to me sometimes in that year challenge.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But do you know what? Still got up. I'm still got in the water.
I know.
Because I'm not a great big pussy.
I'm going to be at 7:30 is easy, mate.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sun will be up by then, won't it?
Yeah, will you though? That's.
Yeah, I'm going to be up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be up. I'll be down there.
Best way to start though.
I'm keen to get down there tomorrow, and we've got a works do tomorrow night as well. So we've got a whole bunch of people going down.
Oh right, you. I was going to say I don't work with you. You said it like and pointed at me like I was invited.
I'm sorry. No, you're not invited at all. In fact, you'd be unwelcome if you.
It's understandable.
Yes, but no, I've got staff do, which would be nice. So
I hope you have a miserable time after that.
Jack. That's what I think to that. And that.
Jack.
But yes,
bloody trumpet on my sofa.
That's all right, I can edit it out. I'll make it sound like it's you rather than me.
It just sounds normal, really. You chatting shit.
Oh. But yes, I've got that. 2023 is just round the corner, mate.
Yeah.
Big things coming.
Big things coming. Don't ever do that again. I'm the one who makes a prat out of myself, not you.
That's rubbing off.
Peace out!